Hello everyone. You're on my channel, Anton is on, and I'm the speaker, the content creator, editor, compositor, athlete, and producer. Sharing here my thoughts on what it looks like from a perspective of the 41-year-old man who decided to change his unhealthy habits to something good and not to drop it as I did many times before.
What is it that you truly want from all of this?
At 41 years old, fitness isn't just a hobby anymore. It's a high-stakes transaction where the house usually has the edge. When you're working 60 hours a week at a dealership, time is the only currency that actually matters. And I don't find time, I commit grand larceny on my own schedule. Every mile I run is an hour I'm not closing a deal on the lot, which is basically like lighting $100 bill on fire just to see if my hamstrings still work. My dealership doesn't even have a service department. So if something breaks, I'm the head mechanic for my own body, whether it's a pulled lat or a blown out knee. I steal minutes from sleep, I steal them from Netflix, and occasionally I steal them from my own sanity just to stay in the game. Being a hybrid athlete at our age sounds prestigious until you realize it just means you're equally tired in 3 different sports at the same time. In the used car business, you are the engine. If the engine starts smoking, the whole lot stops moving. And I refuse to be a lemon. If a lead walks in while I'm hitting zone 4 on the treadmill, that's a commission check waving goodbye from the window. That's the literal financial tax of staying fit. But the physical debt is even higher, because recovery at 41 is a myth we tell ourselves while holding a bag of frozen peas. In your 20s, you could run a marathon on a diet of cheap pizza and Sprite. But at my age, I breathe wrong, and suddenly I'm walking like a newborn giraffe on the sales floor. Trying to look professional while your calves are screaming for mercy is a workout in itself. Then you've got the dead tax, where my son Leon thinks it's cool I'm fit, but he also thinks it's weird his dad is rocking through the garage like he's preparing for a Viking raid in New Jersey. I have to balance being a fit dad with being a present dad, which is hard when you're accidentally falling asleep in your salad at 7 p.m. Most guys my age look at the math and decide the ROI on a six-pack isn't as good as a six-pack of IPA, and honestly, they aren't wrong. Fitness is expensive, it costs the comfort of the couch, and it costs the luxury of eating dealership food, which is usually just whatever has been under a heat lamp since the Ford administration. I'm the guy in the break room eating cold broccoli while everyone else is having tacos, and let me tell you, I look like a health nut, but inside I'm weeping for a burrito. I've had to become a master of logistics, running my life like Sam Rothstein ran the Tangers. If you don't know every percentage and every risk, you're going to get cleaned out. My way involves rocking in the rain because it's the only 30 minutes I have. But we have to talk about the alternative cost, which is the price of doing absolutely nothing. What does it cost to stay sedentary? It costs your ability to walk up a flight of stairs without sounding like a steam engine about to derail. It costs the self-respect you lose when your work pants start a legal dispute with your waistline. When I weigh a missed commission against the cost of a midlife crisis that involves a ponytail and a motorcycle, the treadmill wins every single time. I'd rather be tired on the lot than invisible in my own life. And every time I put on that weighted vest, I'm telling the world I'm still a player in this game. The 40+ transformation formula isn't just about the stepper. It's about making sure the used car salesman stereotype doesn't become my physical reality. I want to be the guy who can sell you a car and then outrun you in the parking lot if the paperwork bounces.
Would you like to sell some cars today, Mr. Anton?
Girl, I have no choice. The whole industry is relying on me.
My performance at work actually tracks with my miles because when I'm disciplined with my runs, I'm less likely to lose my cool when a customer offers me half price for a pristine Lexus. The energy I spend in the gym is a high-interest investment in my mental health. And you pay the effort now so you don't go bankrupt on your 50th birthday. Some nights, I'll admit, the invoice is hard to pay. Getting home after an 11-hour shift and seeing the stepper is like seeing a ghost in the garage. My brain is fried from navigating insurance quotes and bank portals, and in those moments, I don't want a transformation. I want a nap and a sandwich. But that's where the Anton is on mindset kicks in. You do it because you said you would, and discipline is paying the bill even when you hate the service. I prioritize the big three: cardio, strength, and fat burn, because I think of them as the body's warranty department. I've accepted that I might not be the highest volume salesman in the state because I'm busy being a dad who can actually keep up with his kid. But when I hit that 55-minute mark on a 5-mile run, the ROI hits my soul and the confidence I feel on the lot is real. Customers can tell when a guy is truly on versus when he's just hanging on by a thread. I'm building a brand that's bigger than just moving metal. I'm building a legacy for Leon, so he knows that busy is a choice, not a life sentence. I want him to see that his old man didn't just age, he evolved into something stronger. If you're struggling to find time, stop looking in the couch cushions and start cutting the fat out of your schedule. Kill the mindless scrolling, because those Instagram reels aren't going to lower your cholesterol or close your next deal. The cost of fitness is high, but the cost of regret is a debt you can never discharge in bankruptcy. I've spent 2 decades valuing cars, and I finally learned how to value myself. A healthy life is the only asset that doesn't depreciate the second you drive it off the lot. Even if it cost me sleep, even if it means I'm the only guy in Jersey rocking in a thunderstorm, I'll pay that price every single day. Anton is on isn't just a channel name, it's a status report, and I'm not turning off until they put me in the ground. We're all paying for something with our time, so make sure you aren't buying garbage. I'm choosing to spend mine on a version of me that can still sprint at 50, 60, and 70. So, what's your buy-in price? Are you willing to trade a little comfort for a whole lot of life? Next time you're checking the clock at work, remember it's counting down whether you're moving or not. Don't just work for the weekend. Work for the next 40 years of your life. Being fit at 41 is a flex, but being disciplined at 41 is a superpower that most people just aren't willing to pay for. It's about being the Ace Rothstein of your own biology. Know the percentages, do the work, and don't let anyone skim your time. If the dealership doesn't have a service department, you'd better be your own mechanic. Keep your oil changed and your tires rotated. It's cheaper than a triple bypass. And I promise you, running shoes look way cooler than hospital gowns. I have tried the lazy version of life, and I've tried the Anton version. The lazy one is easier today, but way more expensive tomorrow. I am sticking with the grind, the 5 a.m. wake-up calls, and the weighted vest that makes me look like I'm in a SWAT team. Because the cost of being average is just too damn high, and I've never been an average guy. I'm the guy who sells cars, and that's a bargain I'll take every day of the week. Thanks for being part of the journey. Now get off the couch and get on.
Anton is on! Anton!